Hello, I'm Agir Deliu, and welcome to another episode of Sports Playback, the show that brings you the best highlights, matchups, and scores from Lawndale, Lusinger, and Hawthorne. Week 6 is in the books, and league play is underway. Last week, we saw 2 of our 3 teams go down in defeat, and 1 picking up a huge league victory. The Hawthorne Cougars headed up the 405 to Samuel High Field to take on the Santa Monica Vikings in Ocean League play. The Cougars were coming off a loss to Lusinger and were looking to bounce back, but the Vikings were not going to let that happen. This game was all Santa Monica, and they demolished Hawthorne 41-0. The Lusinger Olympians were at home to open up the Pioneer League action. They faced the undefeated West Torrance Warriors, who were looking to remain that way. The Olympians had momentum on their side as they are now the keepers of the Mayor's Cup trophy for 2014, but they were a big underdog in this one. Quarterback Jake Peabody and the Warriors hammered the Olympians 44-7 to remain perfect on the season. Now for last week's game of the week at the Cardinals' Nest, more Ocean League action where the Lawndale Cardinals hosted the winless Culver City Centaurs. Even though Culver City came in 0-5, they had been tested along the way playing some very tough teams. Could Chris Murray step up and get just his second league win in his career? Let's take a look at the highlights. On homecoming night, a packed house at the Cardinals' Nest. A lot of happy faces all around on this night, and for good reason. The Cardinals with possession first. Chris Murray out of the shotgun, throws, and a beautiful grab by number 4, Ryan Rothman, who does the old tuck and roll for the touchdown, and the Cardinals strike first, 7-0. Murray out of the shotgun again, drops back and launches a spectacular pass to a wide-open B.J. Perkison for the second of many Cardinals touchdowns on the night. They are up 14-0. Following a field goal by the Centaurs, Lawndale with the ball back, looking to add to their lead with 5 seconds before the half. Murray drops back and throws, and right into the hands of number 1, Justin Manyweather. As time expires, he is going to take this one to the house. Uncontested 90-yard interception return for a touchdown, and Culver City trails 14-10 at the half. Cardinals on the offense to start the third quarter. Murray play action, goes right, jukes the defender, and slides right into the end zone. Barely touched for another Lawndale touchdown. It was all Cardinals in the second half. Murray, shotgun formation, hands off to number 7, Austin Manigo. He goes right, turns the corner, and is gone. 34-yard touchdown run. Lawndale 28-10. Murray hands off to Austin Manigo again, and he bursts into the end zone for another 11-yard touchdown run, his second score of the night. Cardinals cruising in this one, 35-10. The Redbirds were not done yet as Murray fakes the handoff, has a big opening to the right, and he is off, gets a few nice blocks, and touchdown Cardinals. They run away with this game in the second half, winning big 42-10 on homecoming night and their first league win of the year. That win marks only the second league win for Coach Mathieson in over 2 years. He talked to McCall Hall after the game.
I mean, how does that feel? Explain that to us.
It feels good. The boys have been working hard, and last week was a little hard to swallow, but these boys are a year older than last year, and they understand, they didn't get beat last week. They just lost a game. And, they started off a little sluggish towards the end of that second quarter, and a sign of a good football team is when you could come out and make adjustments, and, when you got to fix something, you get it fixed, and you play a better second half. And, I got to give all the credit to the boys. They just did what they needed to do, and they pulled out a great game.
Coach Mathieson was very proud of his guys, and he should be. They played a great game and got a much-deserved win. Sebastian Spencer caught up with 2 of the stars of the game, Chris Murray and Austin Manigo.
It was great, actually. Last year we did poorly in our league, and we wanted to redeem ourselves, I would say, and pretty much we did that.
It was great. Finally won a league game. We've been practicing real hard. Line's been working real hard this whole week, and I just been hitting the holes hard, and came out good tonight.
What a great job by the Cardinals last week. They're a very talented team and very humble too. It's going to be exciting watching Lawndale as they fight their way towards the postseason. Our teams face tough competition in the first week of league, and it ain't gonna get any easier in this week 7. First up, the 2-4 Hawthorne Cougars are on the road again as they battle the 1-5 Beverly Hills Normans. This will be the first time Coach Paysinger is back at Beverly Hills since he left to be the Cougars head coach last year. The Cougars handled the Normans at home last year 50-6 in Paysinger's first meeting with his old team. This year it's Beverly Hills' turn to host their former coach. Will Beverly Hills spoil coach's homecoming? We will see soon enough. Next up, the 3-3 Lusinger Olympians will travel across town to Zamperini Stadium to battle the 4-2 Torrance Tartars. Torrance is coming off a huge win over South Torrance, 62-47, where Tyree Harris rushed for 321 yards and 7 touchdowns. Those are unbelievable numbers. The Olympians' defense will definitely have to be on point tonight if they hope to win this one in a hostile environment. Finally, for tonight's game of the week, we are back at the Cardinals' nest as the 3-3 Lawndale Cardinals play host to the visiting 3-3 Santa Monica Vikings in what should be a thrilling Ocean League matchup. Lawndale, El Segundo, and Santa Monica are all tied for first in the standings, but it's still early in league and anything can happen. Tonight's game will go a long way in telling us who really belongs at the top. So for the Sports Playback crew, I'm Miguel DeLiu. I'll see you in just a bit. But for now, let's throw it down the field, guys. Take it away.
All right, thanks a lot, Egidio. This is already going to be a playoff game here at the Nest. The Cardinals of Lawndale High School are hosting the Santa Monica Vikings, and it is going to be a huge game. And along with Sebastian Spencer and Karen Heck, I'm Lou Stowers, and happy to have you with us. And Sebastian, this Santa Monica Vikings team has a terrific defense.
Yeah, definitely. The defense is the talk of the town for this Santa Monica team, and they also have a lot of young guys on this team, a freshman quarterback, sophomore wide receiver, so we'll see if these youngins can keep up.
And Karen, what about this vaunted defense of Santa Monica? How are the Cardinals going to get over them?
Well, talking to Coach Mathieson before the game, he said that his team is just starting to get out of their heads. They're really starting to play together, and that their quarterback, Chris Murray, is really trusting the guys around him right now. So we could see some even more production than we saw last week from them.
Already just the second week of the new Ocean League, and it is playoff time already. We're going to get the kickoff coming up next.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship Yukon Huskies basketball team, and you're losing your Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper, good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Kickoff here at Lawndale High School, along with Sebastian Spencer. I'm Lou Stowers and the terrific CityTV crew. Karen Bright is going to be covering the Cardinals sideline, and Egidio DeLiu is going to be covering the Santa Monica sideline. The kickoff comes from Marco Gonzalez Drake, and it's a short kick picked up by one of the upmen, and that was Christian Coleman. And good field position to start things off. Very good field position to start things off for the Cardinals. 1st and 10.
Yeah, definitely. You start right off at the 45, put yourself in good position to score.
So it's going to be from the 40, call it the 43-yard line. Chris Murray brings him out. What a huge test this is going to be. And Terrence Jackson, Darius Dorsey, and Caden Burns are the big three up front. And we're going to see just what the Cardinals do. And it's over the middle for a first down. Terrific reception by B.J. Perkinson. And it's out of bounds inside of Santa Monica territory. And that's just exactly what Lawndale has to do, is go over the middle in those quick passes.
Definitely. You talk about Brian Perkinson. You see here on the replay, Chris Murray sticks it right in there to his receiver. Those two have had great chemistry over the last 2 weeks.
So 18 yards on the gain. And a first down. 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff. Actually, Murray keeps it, and Murray had to dive forward. That was number 9, Darius Dorsey, in there.
And you see Murray decides to keep it on this play. Mathieson said he would like to see him do a lot more of this. I think he does it pretty often, but he wants to see him get places with his feet.
So it's second down and 10. No gain for Murray. Hands the ball off this time, straight up the middle, as the Cardinals trying to test out Samo High and see exactly where their strengths are. As Austin Manigo gets a yard, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. So obviously a passing down here for the Cardinals. They want to keep this going. Vikings defense is getting all the ink, especially the 3 up front men. Back to pass as Murray gets good protection. Pass is in and out of the hands. That would have been a first down. Pass was intended for Ryan Rothman, and it's going to be 4th down.
And that was just a great throw by Chris Murray. You see as he drops back, throws that straight, puts it right on the money for Ryan Rothman. He just can't hold on.
Well, he had maybe a little reason to look up because Stan O'Bang was there with the bang.
O'Bang. How great of a name is that to play linebacker?
Now they're going to go for it on 4th and 9. Coach Mathieson thinking it's 4-down territory right here. Murray, look out, gets a nice block, and it's caught over on the far sideline for a first down inside the 21-yard line, or the 25-yard line. Was that B.J. Perkinson?
That was.
See if we can catch it on the replay. Beautiful catch by Perkinson. And that's all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a gutsy play by Mathieson, believing in his guys there.
And there's a big hole for Manigo. Gets out of tackles and gets down to the 10-yard line. A 13-yard run for Austin Manigo.
And that's a great run there by Austin Manigo as you see him cutting in, getting some space, breaks one tackle. He just keeps going. He had a great game last week, picking up right where he left off.
So the Cardinals offense have him 1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 10. Murray's going to hand it off to Manigo, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage and sent back by Genki Yoshida. And Corday Sweets there as well.
And Lou, you can already see the physicality of this Santa Monica team.
So it's a loss of a yard, they're going to call it. So back to the 11-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 11. So let's see if the Cardinals can keep it going against this defense, the toughest defense they've faced in quite a while. Pocket breaks down. Murray gets caught and drugged down from behind as that pocket really collapsed fast. And that was Carnell Smith. So now it's 3rd down and goal from the 10.
Yeah, you see that time Chris Murray drops back. He has nothing, decides to go in with it. And there, Santa Monica's right there.
It was a Viking sandwich. Just underway, about 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Everybody's in the pattern, and now Manigo going towards the end zone is hit at the goal line and gets to about the 1, maybe the 2. So another 4th down play. So the pass was complete to Manigo. Going to call it an 8-yard gain. So they're going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2. Busted play. Murray takes it and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Murray ran into Manigo once the ball was snapped, but the line moved over the Vikings just enough for Chris Murray to score the touchdown.
You see Chris Murray really hyped up about this touchdown. When we talked to him a few weeks back at Lusinger, he told me this is the game that I have been waiting for. I can't wait till we play Santa Monica, and he's showing right now why he couldn't wait to play.
Coming on for the extra point try is Anderson Reseños. And the kick is good. Getting in there real quick, though, was number 5, Zach Cooper. At 7:53, Chris Murray with a 2-yard run. Let's go down to Karen.
Lou, as I said before, we were talking to Coach Mathieson before the game, and he said he just wanted his players to get out of their own heads, stop overthinking, and to just play at 100%. And it's exactly what we just saw on this scoring drive, and it'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to keep it up for the rest of the game. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. And that was set up by a couple of big plays, a couple of 4th down plays.
Definitely 4th down plays, and I have to agree with Karen there, because when you're playing against a team as experienced as this Santa Monica team, you have to set the tone early.
9 plays, 57 yards in about 5 minutes. A good drive put together by this Lawndale Cardinal team, and let's hope that they don't relax.
No, they cannot relax, not against this team.
Joshua Pittman and Malik Atchison are the return men. But this one's a short kick, and it's a good return up to about the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings right there.
And Ryan Suggs with a pretty decent return as well. Runs it straight up the middle, gets caught right there. Looks like it might be the 38.
Quarterback is going to be a freshman, and that's Isaiah Johnson. He's the little brother of Mossy Johnson, now playing at UCLA.
Yeah, Mossy Johnson really had a good career at Crenshaw High.
And we have a whistle already, and let's see who the penalty is going to be on. Was it motion? Offside against the Cardinals. So that's not the way you want your defense to start off.
Yeah, we've seen what this offense can do. And the defense sometimes has a little bit of lapse, Lawndale defense, but we can definitely find out tonight if they're ready.
So it's 1st and 5, and you can't give these Vikings that type of an advantage. Johnson hands the ball off. And good defense by the Cardinals, but still a gain on the play for Zach Cooper. Cooper gets up to the 45-yard line.
And Zach Cooper, a pretty strong back and inside. Took a lot to take him down right there. He almost kept going.
Hanging on down there at the bottom of the pile. Split to the near side is Ryan Suggs and Brandon Riggs. Fumble snap, and looked like the right guard, number 75, Carnell Smith, fell on it. So a loss in the play of a yard.
You see right there, that snap was fumbled.
So it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Vikings. Anthony Gray, one of the defensive ends, or linebackers, playing a defensive end slot. Ball's headed off, and a big first down run, and look out. He gets away, going down the sideline. Here comes Cooper into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Zach Cooper just put on the accelerators on Lawndale there, and that is one thing you did not want to happen. This offense to get started early.
So Samo High answers with a 56-yard touchdown run. And look at the blocking on that right side.
Some great blocking there, Lou.
Storm DeBarge coming on to kick the PAT, but we have an offside on the Cardinals. So half the distance to the goal. Wonder if he's one of the kids of the DeBarge family. You never know. It's Santa Monica, right?
Never know. He might be.
Kick is up and good. So with 6:12 left to go in the first quarter, it's all tied up at 7. The rhythm in the night.
Definitely. You can see both offenses trying to get off to a very good start here. Now it's going to be up to the defense tonight.
And that was a quick drive as the short field was made even shorter by the offside penalty, and that led to a 1st and 5 and pretty easy touchdown.
Yeah, Zach Cooper definitely put on the accelerators.
So it was a 4-play drive.
Kick is up.
Kick is taken by Kristen Coleman. And Coleman gets up to the 21-yard line, actually 31-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own, and we'll call it the 34. How about that? Kind of a tough angle up here, but we're not complaining.
We are not.
Murray out of the shotgun. And coming deep down, and it's caught. Rothman with the catch at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Chris Murray going to Rothman again. Rothman says, I'm not missing this one.
That was good to go right back to him.
Definitely.
On the next play.
Definitely. You have to keep your players involved in the game, especially your teammates, and keep their confidence up, because you never know when the ball's going to come back to you.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line, 5:50 clock running in the first quarter. 2 receivers on either side. Murray's going to keep it, trying to get around the left edge. Does, and goes out of bounds at about the 49, 48-yard line of Samo High. So let's see exactly where the official spot is.
You see Murray, he likes to get outside to that left.
So a 4-yard run for Murray, and it's 2nd down and 6. 3 receivers, trips to the near side. Ball is handed off to Manigo, and he is wrapped up right at the 50-yard line. Getting up off the bottom of the pile is Caden Burns. And he's being recruited by most of the Pac-10.
Yeah, Caden Burns showing why he is highly recruited right there on that play as we get a look at the Lawndale cheerleaders.
So a big 3rd down play right at midfield for Chris Murray and the Cardinals. 5 minutes left on the clock. Murray checks off. It's caught or incomplete. If it was caught, it would have been marked at the 45-yard line. So now let's see what the Cardinals are going to do on this 4th down play. Looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, we got a penalty. That's going to be an automatic 1st down.
Oh, wow. You see, that's a great catch as well by Jalen Walker, who had a monster game last week against Culver City.
So an illegal block or hands to the face, and it's a 1st down. So that's a big 1st down, a 10-yarder. And a 1st down. Murray on the wide receiver screen, and that's going to go nowhere. As being picked up and thrown down to the turf was Jalen Walker by Donovan Dean.
And Donovan Dean just wraps him up as soon as he catches the ball. Make sure he goes nowhere. Picks him up. Goes down.
That's right out of WWE.
Smackdown. He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Well, Jalen still split wide to the left. 3 receivers to the near side for Murray. He's looking to the right. Being chased down, and Murray's going to run out of bounds after a gain of about 6 yards. They're going to give him 7 yards on the gain. So with 4:09 left to go in the 1st quarter, a good run on 2nd down for Murray.
Yeah, and that is exactly what Coach Mathieson wants to see from his quarterback. He said, I want to see him make better plays with his feet, getting out of bounds, and making sure he doesn't get himself hurt out there.
7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd down and 3. Manigo gets the handoff, goes right up the middle, and gets the 1st down. Good blocking up front by that O-line.
Yeah, that's great blocking as well, but Austin Manigo really powered it in there and fought for those extra yards right there. As you see, pushes those guys right there, and he's able to get through. That's a great play.
And he did a lot, that second effort all on his own there, Sebastian. Chris Guzman and Emmanuel Ayo helping out with the push. 3:50, clock rolling, 7 all. Austin and Chris are right there. Murray looking across the middle, caught and complete inside the 20-yard line by B.J. Perkinson. And that is BJ's 3rd catch of the night.
And Lou, BJ's having himself a game. You see right here, he catches this one falling down.
So 13 yards and a 1st down. And the Cardinals are knocking on the door again from the 16-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Manigo is loosened to secondary and into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Spun out of Malik Atchison's tackle and into the end zone. The 2nd touchdown of the night for the Cardinals, and it's 13-7.
Austin Manigo with the sweet spin move. And this is the replay right here, ladies and gentlemen. As you see him going in, whoop, excuse me, right into the touchdown.
Nice fake. Did you see that? Oh, a little forearm to the head there by Sam Obang.
Obang didn't like that.
Something to remember me by. Reseños coming on to tack on the extra point out of the Murray hold. And it's good. So with 3:16 left in the 1st quarter, we got ourselves a heck of a game. This is a playoff game, like we said in the pregame.
Yeah, definitely pregame. Even both coaches said it earlier. They both think that it is a playoff atmosphere type of game. The crowd might not show it, but the players definitely are playing like it.
Yeah, it's a new era in Lawndale Cardinal football, and it's nice to see that the Cardinals are being up to the challenge so far in the Ocean League.
Definitely. I think their future is pretty bright.
So a 9-play drive. .66 yards. And Manigo with a couple of very good runs on that drive. So the ball is fumbled and picked up finally by Ishida, and another nice gain all the way up near the 40-yard line. It's going to be spotted at the 41, so it's going to be 1st and 10 there.
And that short kick allowed them to get that kind of field position. As you see, he fumbles it here. Gains about an extra 10 yards on the play.
So 3:07 left in the quarter. First and 10 for the Vikings. Out of the shotgun. Cooper gets to past the 45-yard line, and finally wrangled down by Coleman.
And Zach Cooper, he's a fast back, a very fast back. As he coming out that field, you have to wrap him up soon as you can. His feet just picks up at a tremendous rate.
He already has a 56-yard touchdown. There he had 7 yards, so it's 2nd down and 3. Cooper again. Cooper gets the first down and still was on his feet. Finally, it took Coleman and Walker to get him down.
Yeah, he's one of the smaller guys out there, but he runs hard.
And we'll call it the 45-yard line of the Cardinals.
See a great run right there. 2 big guys wasn't even able to bring him down there.
So Samo High will just rolling along right now with the running game, and they're just going to say, okay, you're going to have to stop Cooper.
And that's exactly what they do on that play.
Now, Skylar Rangel, along with Anthony Gray on the stop, a 2-yard gain.
Skylar and Anthony said, you know what? We know what you're going to do this time, and it's not going to happen again.
Timeout by the Cardinals. That's their first one. With 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. And this coaching staff for Santa Monica High School, they talk about right out of Hollywood and Santa Monica. A lot of those stars live there. Coach Clark, Travis Clark, went to Samo High, Utah State, and he got a degree in communication as a certified Steadicam operator. Done a lot of music videos and movies and TV shows, but went back to coaching.
Hey, you can't fight the love of the game.
And then Andre Gaines, former Hawthorne Cougar and Rufus Washington fan, but then again, who isn't? He's a star in his own right.
Gaines made it very apparent to us that he went to Hawthorne in the good years, not the bad years, but I'm pretty sure he'll be delighted to see how good they're doing this year.
Well, we also covered his baby brother, who did pretty good. Ball handed off. This time to Dante Harrington. And Harrington gets down to the 40-yard line. So a 5-yard gain.
We see another option here for Santa Monica. Dante Harrington, a pretty big back in there as well. Some good yardage on that play as well.
So 3rd and 5 for Samo High with 1:23 left in the first. So the clock is stopped for some reason. Must be an official's timeout, trying to figure out which ball to use. There you see Samo High and their big offensive line. Number 53, Juan Castillo. 56, Freddie De La Cruz. And big old number 52, Sean Wheeler, the left tackle. He's a big one.
Yeah,
Sean listed at 6'5".
Yeah, he's definitely standing out amongst everyone out there.
So the officials, and we haven't even introduced Dave Batnock and his crew yet. Wildcat to Cooper, and you got a penalty flag in there. If that pink flag, if they're using a pink flag tonight. A hold on Santa Monica High. Let's go down to Karen.
In that last timeout, Coach Mathieson just wanted to take a timeout to remind his team to play physical. He wants them to be smart on the right side, and he was telling them to push back, not to get pushed around. He says he wants them to slow down Santa Monica as much as possible and try to stop them on this drive. Back to you.
Well, a penalty will help that. Thanks, Karen. So all the way back to the 50-yard line. So it's second, or check that, third and 15. So I would say it's imperative that the Cardinals stop the Vikings right here with under a minute left of the first.
And they have to definitely get better on the defensive end tonight.
Cooper gets the handoff. Can't find any room, and terrific defense by the Cardinals. Up off the bottom of the pile is Jalen Walker.
And way to step up there by that Lawndale defense. Jalen Walker doing it on both ends, offense and defense, as he gets this great tackle here to stop Cooper.
Gonzalez Drake coming on to punt the ball for the Vikings, and Kristen Coleman wandering back around his own 5-yard line, or 10-yard line. Let's watch out for a fake. Even though it's the first quarter.
You never know what you're going to see out here.
But no punt as the quarter came to an end. So let's see. So first quarter goes to the Cardinals, 14-7, and you know what? Even my gut is telling me this is the playoff game. This is an exciting game. Let's go down to Egidio, see how he's feeling.
Thank you, guys. Well, two big defensive linemen and a linebacker on the Vikings team, Terrence Jackson and Clayton Burns, have been getting offers from schools like UCLA, USC, Boise State, and pretty much every college on the West Coast. A lot of hype about these two guys on this defense, but they haven't stopped anything yet. Chris Murray and the Cardinals offense has run while so far have a 7-point lead. An interesting game, guys. We thought it was going to be before the start of this one. Guys, back to you.
All right, Egidio, thank you very much. And geez, I wouldn't challenge them like that. Let's let a sleeping Viking lie.
Like Egidio said, every offer, most of those coming from the West Coast.
And that's good. I'd love to see that kid play somewhere around here on Saturdays. Or all three of those defensive linemen are getting it. Now, removing hash marks. That makes sense, because the ball was on the near hash mark at the end of the quarter, so they move it over to the far hash mark. So Coleman at his 15-yard line, he got kind of a preview to see Marco Gonzalez Drake. And the kick wasn't as far as he had once thought. And the second quarter is underway. Ball is high and short. Gets to the 20-yard line. And inside the 20-yard line before it's downed at the 19. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lawndale with 11:49 left to go in the first half.
And Lou, you talk about the playoff atmosphere, about Lawndale and Santa Monica. This game just makes sense. Both of these teams being the better teams in the Ocean League. They're both at 3-3. They're both undefeated in league so far. So we will see who will be the first to get their first loss.
Or second win.
Or second win in the Ocean League.
Murray has Jalen Walker split out to the near side. Manigo is with him. He gets the hand off, and the ball is loose. Santa Monica has it, so the first turnover of the game goes to the Vikings at the 18-yard line. Ball is picked up by one of those guys, Caden Burns. Ball just fell right out of the hands of Manigo.
I mean, that play, there's no way to describe that. It's just like you said, Lou, the ball just came out. You got to be able to hold on to the ball in that type of situation. You see the replay here. Looks like he has it, but he never really got full possession of it. Slipped right out.
So let's see what Lawndale's defense can do here. This is their biggest test of the year. Cooper gets the ball. Cooper gets thrown down, and uh-oh, they might get Jalen Walker for a penalty. Now Jalen was probably just returning the favor after he was body slammed, and it's a personal foul. Personal foul on Jalen Walker.
Ref,
so that's too bad.
The ref gotta let the boys play. These boys excited out here, and you see Jalen with that tackle just bringing them right down.
So the penalty takes the ball all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Jalen said, "You did it to me."
So after the 6-yard gain, and Cooper is caught behind the line this time. Maybe this will fire up the Cardinals, at least for a play. And Isaiah Webb with a good defensive play.
And that's a great play by Isaiah Webb. They are tired of Zach Cooper running all around on those guys.
Skylar Rangel doing a good job too.
Yeah, Skylar is playing well as we see too.
So that's a loss all the way back to the 12-yard line. So a loss of 6 for Cooper. So 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. Cooper bobbles it and has to fall down. Getting credited with the tackle is Andrew Ramirez. So another loss on the play.
As you see
back
here,
to the 15.
He fumbles that and just slips there. You know, even though Lawndale did fumble the ball on the very first play on that offense, Coach Mathieson has to be pleased with what his defense is doing right now.
Now look at number 65. Maola Wolfgram.
His jersey,
6'3", 305 pounds. That's what he's listed at.
His jersey doesn't even fit. He's too big.
I don't think there's a shirt on the rack that would fit that kid. And another bobble. Johnson throws, caught inside the 5-yard line. And I'll tell you what, Rangel almost got Johnson, but this goes back to the original line of scrimmage at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and Johnson showed great poise, sticking with it on that play.
And he's a freshman.
And he is a freshman. Throwing a pass like that, that's a great play.
And was that Cooper that caught the ball? I believe it was. So down to the 6-yard line, so a 9-yard gain. So it's 4th and goal from the 6-yard line. Number 6, okay, that was Terrence Jackson that caught the ball.
And they are going for it as well.
Oh, you have to here. And there you got one of the defensive linemen, Darius Dorsey, lined up at fullback. And Johnson keeps the ball, is hit at the 3 and pushed back. The Cardinals defense holds up.
What a great stand there by that Lawndale defense. Recovering after that fumble, you see here.
There's the initial line hit. And right in the middle was Rangel again.
Rango wraps him up, makes sure he does not get in the end zone. That's a great play by that Lawndale defense.
So turnover on downs with 6:56. So a lot of time eaten up off the clock, but it's from the 3-yard line. And moving the yard marker up is Chris Murray, burrowing his way up the middle, gotten a huge gain all the way up to the 10-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. Look at that blocking up front.
Yeah, and Murray, he's a tall, skinny kind of kid, but he definitely has some strength. He's broad in the shoulders. He can definitely run that ball.
Chris Guzman doing a heck of a job opening up the hole, keeping it open. Murray, he's going to run now, and he can outrun a lot of guys, and gets past the 20-yard line. Maybe should have gotten out of bounds there, Sebastian, because Cooper took him down hard. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lawndale at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Mathieson would have loved for him to get out of bounds as well.
So 14-yard gain and a 1st down.
Still a great run by Chris Murray, doing what he does best.
Kind of reminds me of another number 12 that wears baby blue up at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Kid named Hundley.
He's looking Hundley-esque out there.
Manigo through a big hole. Let's watch him run. Up near midfield, stacked up at the 45-yard line. And no flags, and it's 1st and 10. Austin Manigo through a huge hole.
And that's just a great run by Austin Manigo. Great, even better block. You see right there. Gets by that guy, makes 2 players miss.
So Austin with a 21-yard run. It'll be 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this one, and then look out. Talk about horse collars. Murray dancing his way up, and now hitting hard and burrowing his way to the 44-yard line. What a manly run.
And you can see
by Murray.
The enthusiasm by Murray. This is the game he's been waiting for. I got to keep saying it because he keeps telling me, and he's showing it tonight.
Watch him dance through, and then boom.
And he wants to keep going for more, and they finally bring him down.
He's punishing the Vikings on that run. Inside of Viking territory, Murray hands the ball off, and getting maybe a yard is Kristen Coleman. Trying to get the water bug involved. No gain, they're going to call it. B.J. Perkinson, along with Darius Flower, or check that, Eric Willis, split out to the far side. Manigo pounds his way up, and now we got a penalty flag. Let's hope it's not holding on Lawndale. And that's exactly what it is. So a hold.
You see right there on 54. Holding play is on him.
And that sends it all the way back into Lawndale territory at the 45. And that's too bad. Let's hope that the Cardinals can overcome this somehow. With 2nd and 20. Manigo, no, Murray has it. Murray gets cut off at the pass and still gets some yardage, but pays for it, Sebastian. He was dogpiled on there. Coming up off the bottom of the pile is Charlie Weitzel.
He is, but one thing I like about Chris Murray is that he is always willing to run the ball no matter what, and he gets tackled harder than anybody out there, and he always, look at that play right there. It looks like his spine was crushed, but he just gets right back up.
DeAndre Parks on top of the pile. There's about 3 or 4 Vikings on him. 5:45 left to go in the first half. Cardinals up by a touchdown. See a man go to the left of Murray. Back to pass, great protection. Murray having all day. Now let's see if it's tipped. So good job by Samo High's secondary to keep all the receivers covered, because Murray had all day long to throw that ball. It's going to be 4th down at about 17.
Yeah, Murray did. And him almost getting tackled there threw off his concentration a little bit. Pretty much threw it into double coverage there, as you can see.
And he might have just gotten rid of it. Murray's going to punt the ball now. Back to receive the punt is Ryan Suggs. No trickery and a terrific punt into the wind. Suggs has to go all the way back inside his 10-yard line. A tackle missed. Suggs has it, hit it about the 30, and falls forward. So a terrific punt by Murray, and we have a Cardinal down. And inside the 30-yard line at about the 28-yard line. But well, the injured Cardinal gets up, and that was Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker playing both sides of the ball. Doing great on both sides.
So see there, look at Walker. Might have got hit.
Yeah, it looks like
by Malik Atchison.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit and tripped up a little bit as well.
And let's go to Egidio.
Thank you, guys. Well, we have some time to talk about here. Number 12, the quarterback for the Vikings, Isaiah Johnson, only a freshman, surprisingly. He's playing great so far into the season. He has to carry this team here against the Lawndale Cardinals in order for them to win and get their second league win. But his brother, he has roots in the college ranks. His brother, Messi Johnson, is the starting kick returner for the UCLA Bruins. Isaiah, of course, would like to follow in his brother's footsteps. A long ways to go, but he's doing a great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, just in time, as getting up off the turf is Isaiah Webb. So in that replay we saw, it looked like that was real close to an illegal block.
It did. It really did.
And it might be because look where the ball is now. It's all the way back to the 5-yard line.
We see it here again.
Right there, that's an illegal block.
Definitely an illegal
block in the back. Maybe we missed the call. But regardless, that ball is deep inside of Viking territory. I want to call that the 6-yard line. So now, as Cooper makes a run,
and Jalen Walker is there to stop him again.
Gets up to about the 15-yard line. So a big 8-yard run for Cooper.
And Jalen Walker having a big game last week on offense, now doing it on defense. I like the versatility, young fella.
Now let's watch for the conditioning as the clock's rolling under 4:40. Johnson out of the shotgun has Zach Cooper to his right. Hands it off to Cooper. And coming in from a linebacker position was, I believe that was, let's see, who was that? Number 5, Isaiah Torres. And let's see what's going on here. The officials are talking. Yeah, they're. Dave Batnock said there's a hold against the Vikings. So a big penalty, and that takes it back to about the 5-yard line. Or is that inside the? Where are we going to put the ball?
Oh, yeah.
There's the hold, and that as B.J. Perkinson was held. Is that DeAndre Parks? So we're going to go all the way back to the 7-yard line, we're going to call it. Johnson calling out signals. Back to pass. Going to be a screen pass. Being covered, but Cooper is too fast, but now was just strung out and put out of bounds. So good defense by the Cardinals again. Their speed matching or surpassing the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's a good play, though, out there to Zach Cooper. And you give it right to him. He is so fast. He can get you out of any bad situation, as
So
you
we
can
got
see.
another penalty flag. And that's against the Cardinals again. Is that illegal motion? I believe that was illegal motion.
Yeah, I think that was on Santa Monica.
Yep. Did I say Lawndale?
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying that.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Over the years. Yes, you are.
And you see they had a player moving across right as a snap
right,
goes.
yep, the guard. Actually, it was the tackle. Well, no. Yeah, the guard. That was one of the guards there. So at any rate, the half the distance to the goal. So back to the 4-yard line. So now Cooper's running wild again. And if this one holds up, it could be good enough for a first down.
And that was Dijon Richardson there.
Yep, you're right.
And Dijon catches it on the right side of the field. You see the juke move right there. Oh, excuse me.
Corday Sweets, number 2. So it's a first down, 1st and 10 for Samo High with 3:30 left to go. And a timeout on the field. So without being able to see a yard marker, I believe that's the 20-yard line. Yep. So on the gain, we'll call it a 16-yard gain and a first down. So what do you think so far, Sebastian?
Well, so far I think Lawndale is doing a great job on the offensive side and defense as well. I mean, this Santa Monica team is a well-coached team. They have a lot of players on their team that are being highly recruited. I mean, so they're doing all right to me. How about you?
Well, Lawndale has impressed me immensely tonight. It's going to come down to the end of the second quarter, or second half. This is going to come down to conditioning. And now Sweets again with the pass, and the ball is loose. Jumping on it is the Cardinals. And that's Danny Hernandez, I believe, number 20.
Let's see
and
what
let's
happened
see.
there. And that's Dijon Richardson again. And I think he might have been down already.
Now the ball squirted loose, that's for sure. So no fumble is the official call, and they're going to measure this.
Not Dijon, actually Corday Sweets, number 2, excuse me.
And just looking. See the ball. There we go. It's going to be that short. About 2 or 3 lengths of a chain short. There's Stewart. Now let's see, did he, I don't know, looks like a fumble to me, as ripping the ball out was number 15, and I don't have a 15 on my roster. So that is a fumble, boys and girls. But it's a 9-yard gain, and it's going to be second down and very short.
Yeah, and you see on that replay there, ladies and gentlemen, it looked like a fumble. Vikings are very fortunate to have the ball right now.
So it's second down and inches. Johnson back to pass. He wants to go for a home run ball. The ball is thrown down and somehow falls into the hands of Ryan Suggs. Brandon Ephraim did a great defensive job, but it went right into the hands of Suggs. But wait, we have a pink flag on the ground, and it's holding against Santa Monica.
Oh, that's coming all the way back.
So that was to the 40-yard line, so that was a 30-yard pass play. And it's going to go nullify that and go all the way back to the 20-yard line. So we're going to mark that holding call down. So Samo High just shooting themselves in the foot on this drive in penalties. So it's second down, and we'll call it a long 10. Johnson back to pass. Secondary doing a good job, because being chased down and just missing the tackle was Rangel. And throwing him out of bounds was Hernandez, pushing him out of bounds.
That's great defense there by the Cardinals in pursuit.
Well, got to give credit. Look how long Johnson has.
Yeah.
And then here comes big old Rangel. So give an assist on that one to the Cardinals secondary. So we're going to give it no gain. So it's third down and 11 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. And there you see the score. And let's see if Johnson got him offside or if too much time.
Another flag.
So this is going to go back to the 15. So now it's third and 16.
And we're seeing so many flags today, Lou. You talked about the pink ones. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say those are for the breast cancer awareness.
That's right. I'm rocking the pink tonight.
I cannot say the same.
Okay, just don't tell me you have pink underpants. And a timeout. Too much time again. Wow. That's the 8th penalty in the first half. And on this drive, that's the 3rd penalty in 4 plays. Johnson back to pass, has to run it. Good coverage by the Cardinal defense again, and a great open field tackle by number 40.
That's Danny Hernandez with a great tackle right there. And Johnson has to run. Hernandez said, no, you don't have to. You can stay right here.
Terrific play. And so It's going to be 4th and 15, so a 5-yard gain. And a short punt, going to be picked up on the bounce. Coleman misses a man. A great block, a pancake block there. Getting up off the ground slowly is Charlie Weitzel after he just got pancaked. And it's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. We'll see if we can watch this block. Coleman sheds one man. Should be coming. Oh, there it was. You just barely saw it on the right-hand side of your screen.
I wish you guys at home could see that block over again.
All right, so from the 44-yard line of Samo High.
Touchdown.
1:55, the best field position for the Cardinals, but they only have 1:55. And let's see, a good gain by Manigo.
And that's another flag.
And O'Bang with the big banging tackle again. Offside, Samo High.
So is that the 9th flag, Lou?
Yep.
More flags than Santa Monica's got points.
Almost. Yep, you have the defensive end on the right side. So to the 41-yard line, it'll be 1st and 5. Let's see if the Cardinals can capitalize. Hand off to Manigo, and he hits the line and goes forward after he was hit hard by Donovan Dean.
Austin Manigo.
3-yard gain for Austin. Also got hit by Genki Yoshida. So 2nd and 2. And that's a 1st down play for Austin Manigo.
We see this quarterback keep here for Chris Murray as he goes down.
So it's a 1st and 10 with 1:13 clock rolling. Ball at the 30-yard line. Murray back to pass, is flushed out of the pocket, throws on the sideline, and intended for Eric Willis, but it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30.
You see Chris loses his footing there a little bit.
I think he just wanted to make sure that if Eric didn't catch it, nobody would. So, do we have another flag? Yep, it's going to go against the Cardinals. A hold on Lawndale. Their 5th penalty.
That hold is on 77. Grabbing the jersey. Santa Monica defender.
So way back to the 45-yard line. And Manigo gets the swing pass, and he's left a little open out there back to the line of scrimmage.
We got a timeout on the field as we look at the replay of Austin Manigo here. Not able to do anything right there. Gets taken down.
Good coverage by Samo High's defense on that naked screen.
That was a good tackle by Corday Sweets.
So timeout, one more timeout left for the Cardinals. So it's 2nd down and 24. Because Lawndale has to get to the 20-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 44. So my abacus-like mind says that's 24 yards. Chris Murray has Austin Manigo back with him, gives it to Austin. Austin, good blocking up front and down to the 30-yard line, being tackled by Josh De La Rosa.
And that's a good run there by Austin Manigo. You see him going straight up the middle, going straight through the hole. That's great eyes right there by their running back.
So let's see if they go for it on this one with 20 seconds left, and this one's going to be blown dead. Let's introduce the officiating crew because they're getting a workout out there. Dave Batanock in the white hat. Mike Morris is the umpire, head linesman. Tim Greer, false start. Tim Greer is the head linesman. Line judge is our buddy Ron Harris. And back judge is Greg Lawson. They're all our buddies. They did the Mayor's Cup. So a 5-yard penalty brings them back. It's 3rd and 15. And the final timeout taken by Coach Rick Mathieson and the Cardinals with little over 5 seconds left. Don't know if that's 5.5 or 5.9.
Looks like 9.9.
Or it could be 9.9.
And I think this is a good timeout here by Coach Mathieson. He's just trying to make sure the same thing that happened last week does not happen again here. Because last week, right before the second quarter ended, Chris Murray wanted to hurry up and get that touchdown and ended up throwing a pick 6.
Okay, so it's back at the 35-yard line. 3 penalties here, well, 2 penalties on the Cardinals in this drive. So let's hope that they're not already running out of gas. So just under 10 seconds left to go in the first half, and let's see if there's going to be a little bit of Hail Mary action. 3 receivers to the right of Murray. Jalen Walker to the left. Manigo in the backfield with Murray. Murray's got time. He's got all the time in the world. Dumps it off to Manigo. Manigo's going to stay in bounds, and that's going to end it for the first half of play. So the score is 14-7 in a hard-fought battle. I thought it was going to be a slugfest, a scoring fest. But after the first 3 scores, it's calmed down to the defense, and then penalties kind of took over as well.
Yeah, penalties definitely will slow the game down.
Let's go down to the sideline, and Karen.
Coach, you talked about your team stepping up physically. How do you feel they've done so far?
Well, they've done what we've asked so far. I mean, that's a team that passed the eye test. Those are big physical boys, and our boys aren't backing down at all. I mean, that goal line stand down there on 4th and 5, that was a big accomplishment for those guys.
And any adjustments coming up for the second half?
Just got to stop making these mistakes. Fumbles, not getting out of bounds right there. We need to stop that clock, and then me not stopping that clock earlier. I didn't realize they were going to run that clock after the penalty. So stop making those small mistakes, and we can get some more points on the board.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. And we're going to have the third quarter and some unofficial stats when we come back on City TV.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Here at Lawndale High School on the Game of the Week, thanks for joining us. And it's a 14-7 lead for Lawndale over Samo High in their first Ocean League meeting. And let's go down to Egidio.
Thank you, guys. Well, I talked to one of the assistant coaches for the Vikings during the halftime, and I told him, what do you guys have to do to stop this offense of Chris Murray and the Cardinals? And he said, we have to play smart football, not make any mental mistakes. And I said, what does your offense have to do to move the football well? Well, and this Cardinals defense is doing a great job so far. He said, stop the penalties. We cannot get penalties. We're hurting ourselves. Guys, back to you.
Exactly right. So is just going to point that out. 9 penalties for 68 yards for the Vikings in the first half. And most of them were on a drive, especially in the second quarter there, Sebastian, as there were 3 big penalties, and that really spelled doom for that drive. But on the scoring, Chris Murray started it off, and that was at the 7:53 mark with a 2-yard run to make it 7-0. Zach Cooper tied the ball game up with a 56-yard run, and then Austin Manigault answered right back with a big 66-yard drive capped off by a 16-yard run, and another big run by Austin Manigault in that drive. He had a 13-yard run there as well. So Austin Manigault doing it. There you see Coach Rick Matheson and one of the kick returners, Malik Atchison for Samo High, and Joshua Obang, the other returner on the far side. Anderson Reseños getting ready to kick things off. In the rushing department, Austin Manigault, 72 yards on 10 carries and a touchdown. Cooper for the Vikings, 83 yards on 10 carries. Chris Murray had 56 yards and 10 carries and a touchdown. Manigault also had a fumble lost. Murray was 7 out of 9 passing for 59 yards. Here's a big number. Johnson was 4 out of 4 for the Vikings, but only 33 yards. 6 penalties for 42 yards for the Cardinals in that first half. So,
all I heard you say was penalties, penalties, penalties.
On both sides, really. And remember, there were penalties in the final drive for Lawndale. They could have really put some breathing room between them and Samo High. But also the fumble lost, that I don't think that hurt.
Yeah, if Santa Monica wants to get back in this game, they definitely have to cut down on those penalties. They're not going to be able to get back into play with Lawndale if they have those.
Yeah, well, the big fumble lost, it was on the 19-yard line by Manigault, and that was just to start off the second half. And then the defense held up. As a matter of fact, they had a goal line stand against Samo High. As you see, Reseños kicked the ball off low, picked up by Obang. Obang trying to find some running room, and does get some nice running room. And the Vikings will have some good field position to start off the second half at about the 40-yard line.
And Obang gets in pretty good field position, like he said.
So it'll be 1st and 10, and we'll see what Coach Travis Clark has told his Vikings. And a little bit of flux this year with actually, well, we got a penalty, another penalty to start things off. As Dave Batnock picks up the flag, probably an illegal block. And this one goes all the way back to the 25-yard line, we're going to call it. So Obang's nice return is for naught. So a little bit of comfort zone for the Cardinals, knowing the field is now 75 yards long, and the defense is holding up again. So the intensity of the Cardinal defense has to hold up, Sebastian.
Yeah, if the defense plays the way that they have been playing this whole game, then Lawndale is definitely going to win this game, because as far as what I see, Zach Cooper is pretty much the key for this Santa Monica team, and if he doesn't have it going, then I don't think they have a shot.
That's a 6-yard gain for Zach, so it's 2nd down and 4. Wide receiver screen, and just in and out of the hands of Joshua Pittman as he was running up the field before he had the ball.
And see, that play right there is exactly why, as you see, Isaiah gives him a nice throw. He just doesn't catch it. And that's exactly why I think Zach is the key to this game. We haven't seen too many passing plays.
Yeah, that's only the 5th one of the night. Just underway, 11-10 left to go in the third quarter. Spread offense for Johnson. Hands it off to Cooper, trying to go around the left, and does. First down and then some. Finally out of bounds, and another flag thrown. This could be a face mask.
I think it is a face mask. That's a good run there by Zach Cooper.
Watch Dave Battenach. Face mask, and that's going to tack on another 15 yards. That's Jalen Walker. And that is it. Everybody could see that one. So from the 31-yard line all the way into Cardinal territory to the 39. So it was up to the 45-yard line, so a 14-yard run. And then 15 more yards, so a 29-yard gain on that play. Wide receiver screen again. Some blocking. And Sam Ojai is on the run.
Yeah, and that's where their bread is buttered. They have to run the ball tonight.
So it'll be 2nd and 6. Or check that, a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. From the 33-yard line. Josh De La Rosa with the reception. Cooper. Looks like he might have the first down, Sebastian. Let's see where they mark it.
It looks like he got it.
It's going to be close. First down, says Dave Battenach.
You see another strong run here by Zach, and he's incredibly elusive. I mean, it's one thing to just be fast, but he knows how to make guys miss tackles, and I think that's where his success comes in from the running game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of Lawndale for Sam Ojai. Cooper gets it and gets blasted by Jalen Walker. First contact was made by Terrell Williams, and that's a loss. Check that, a 1-yard gain, we're going to call it.
Oh, the Lawndale players hurt me.
So 2nd down and 9. So the Cardinals are getting physical tonight. 5:25 clock rolling in the third quarter. Wide receiver screen again. It was sniffed out, but a nice move by Corday Sweets to get around Jalen Walker.
And Corday Sweets is somebody who they have had some really good plays from tonight. I think they should try to get the ball to him as well, because Zach cannot do it all by himself.
So a 7-yard gain. Third catch of the game for Sweets. So 7 passes by Johnson, 3 of them caught by Sweets. Johnson going to keep it himself, and a good job by Terrell Williams to hit Johnson first. So a timeout by Samo. That's their first timeout. So Jalen Walker has really played a heck of a game tonight.
And the impressive part about that is he's doing it all on the defensive end. I mean, you see him more at the wide receiver spot most of the time, but he's doing damage on the defensive end tonight.
Also, Terrell Williams has done a great job, and Darius Flowers, I know that he's been in the middle of some plays, but he changed his number. So now we're getting a measurement. And there you see Dave Batnock saying it's about a hot dog length. Not even that. So big third down play. Actually, it's going to be a fourth down play. And I would imagine that Coach Clark and the Vikings are going to go for it with 8:22 left in the third.
I definitely will go for it here just because you don't want to put yourself in a position to be down coming out the half. And if you have a chance to score right here, this can change the game.
So they bring in the big guys and falling forward for the first down. So I don't know, did we get a replay on that, guys? Okay. So at any rate, it's first and 10 from the 19-yard line, and the snap went to the Wildcat, Malik Atchison. So they're going to mix it up.
Yeah, that was a good way to do that right there. Malik Atchison in the backfield.
So Atchison gains 4 yards. So second down and 6 from the 15. Johnson back at quarterback. Wide receiver screen to the other side, and Sweets is over there, and Darius Flowers knocks him down along with Terrell Williams. But hanging on to keep him around was Andrew Ramirez.
And 4-day Sweets makes the great catch. He's taken down by Flowers.
So big third down and 3 from the 12-yard line. Cooper gets it, is stood up and hit back. Darius Flowers along with Danny Hernandez. And that's a no-gainer.
And Darius Flowers making an impact. It's a good thing that you got his name, Lou, because we would have just been calling him number 15 all night.
That's right. Even though it's one number off. I want to thank Chris Brownlee, who's the PA announcer tonight, and have all the numbers. So it's fourth down. 4th and 2 from the 12-yard line. Cooper gets it, and he's hit by Hernandez. Fumbled the ball. It's still loose. Goes out of bounds, but regardless, it's 4th down and turned over on downs by Samo High. What a huge hit on Cooper. I believe that was Danny Hernandez. Yeah, number 40. He's got a broken wrist.
He's playing. He got hit with that cast. Maybe that's what it was.
No,
that was Flowers.
No, it's Flowers, but then somebody. Oh, yeah, the ball just. Yeah, that's Darius Flowers.
And Darius Flowers having a heck of a game on the defensive end as we see the Lawndale fans enjoying it.
So from the 15-yard line, Austin Manigo is the man. Goes all the way to the 29-yard line for a 14-yard gain. So 1st and 10 from the 29. and Manigo's first run of the second half. Their first possession of the second half. Manigo again. And he gets rolled down by Caden Burns to the 32-yard line. And we'll call that the 33.
And you can see definitely right now, they're going to ride the coattail of Austin Manigo down the field on these run plays because Santa Monica can't stop it.
They're going to try to chew some clock off, that's for sure. Murray back to pass now. Good protection, but also good coverage. Murray picks his way through to the 40-yard line, and that should be good enough for a Lawndale first down.
And that's just good footwork by Chris Murray, knowing where to be and moving his feet. You see here, he gets in that little space right there, pushes, gets the first down.
Terrence Jackson was one of the Samo High Viking defenders. And that's right at the 40-yard line, they're going to call it. So it's a 7-yard gain and a first down for Murray with 4:38 clock counting in the third quarter. Back to pass over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of B.J. Perkins. But the ball was thrown just a little bit behind B.J.
And what's funny is that he's caught everything tonight.
His favorite target tonight. See, it was just a little bit behind him.
Just a little bit.
B.J. probably will tell you after the game he should have had it.
Or he might say, that's not my fault. That was all on Chris.
I'm sure Chris will say, my bad. Chris will keep this one. Gets a block from Walker to midfield and dances out of bounds at about the 45-yard line of Samo High.
Good job, Murray!
And this is just a good play by Chris Murray. Yeah, what can you say? This kid makes plays with his feet every single week.
Good job, oh!
Doing a terrific job tonight. His confidence level just seems to be growing with every game.
Every game. And it makes sense. He was really excited about league play, and we're here, and he's showing.
Back to pass. Murray gets flushed out. Throws on the run, and it's caught on the far sideline. And that is Eric Willis with the big gain.
He still got one more year, Dano. Junior.
And that's 34 at the 34-yard line, so a 9-yard gain.
You see Chris throw it right in there. That's just a great pass on the run. You can't teach that.
No, and good for Eric for recognizing that he had to get open, because chasing Murray down was Darius Dorsey. So it's second down and 1. Manigo. Oh, Murray keeps it. Murray even faked me out. Somehow got out of that and gets enough for the first down to the 30-yard line.
Like I said, the young man makes plays with his feet. Look at there. Oh, excuse me.
3 guys missed.
Yeah, that's a little quarterback. All the good replays. Are we too loud for you? Okay, all right.
We love the fans.
All right, I didn't know who's messing up.
Just keep it clean.
All right. We will clean up.
For the kids, too. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. And Samo defense stacking up Austin Manigo. DeAndre Parks with the stop there. No gain for Austin. So it's second down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
And you see Manigo very big at that running back position. It always takes about 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. Just a handful at that position.
2:50 left to go in the third quarter, clock rolling. And that's exactly what Lawndale wants, to move the chains and move the clock. The pocket holds up a bit, and there goes Murray Murray goes out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down, but there's a flag. That means a hold right where that flag is. So it's going to be second down. Instead of first and 10, it's going to be second and 20.
All right, see that one's going against Lawndale, and you can see it's just driving Coach Mathieson crazy. He hates stuff like that.
Yeah, he talked about that in the pregame.
Yeah, he's a very technical guy. It takes more than just a win to impress him.
Yep, such a good job the Cardinals were doing on that. Now that goes back to the 42-yard line. So it's second down and 22. It's like a lot longer than that. Murray decides to keep the ball, trying to sneak through the line. Still slithers down to the 35. Sage Washington on the stop. Actually gets down to the 40-yard line. So just a 2-yard gain, all that.
Chris kind of bumped by his own teammate before that run.
But still got a couple of yards out of it. Coming down to 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So it's a big third down and 20. Manigo is changing the play, and now a timeout by Rick Mathieson, and I don't think that Coach Mathieson likes his quarterback changing the play. So a timeout, their first timeout of the second half. And until that holding call, the Cardinals were on the move.
Yeah, they definitely were moving the chains right up the field. A couple penalties stopped it, but we'll see can they keep it going here.
They had an 8-play drive going until that penalty started at their own 15. So Mathieson maybe calming down, trying to get the focus back on his offense.
And as well as Lawndale is playing, this game is not out of reach for Santa Monica. They are only down by a touchdown.
Steven Almada, Emmanuel Ayo, Chris Guzman, Jesse Vieira. The offensive line. Murray going to do the screen, and he threw it too soon, but then there's 2, 3, 4, 5 white jerseys back there, and let's go to Egidio. It's going to be a 4th and 20.
Thank you, guys. Well, it is October. That means it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and everybody here is doing their part. If you've noticed, the referees have pink flags instead of yellow flags. The players are wearing pink on their wristbands, and their uniforms. A great thing to bring awareness to Breast Cancer Month here in October. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Egidio. Chris Murray's going to punt the ball. And right at the 10-yard line, the ball is down as Ryan Suggs didn't want anything to do with that one.
Suggs said, I will not pick this one up.
So Samo High takes over at their own 11.
And let's see, can Santa Monica make something happen and actually turn this into a game that can have some excitement and help them rev up their teammates and their crowd. Because they're looking pretty restless on that Santa Monica side, Lou.
Suggs split out to the near side. Ephraim is the defender. Handoff goes to Cooper. Good pursuit again by Lawndale. Pursuit being led by Anthony Gray. Darius Flowers is there as well. Is that Flowers spinning him out of bounds? Probably. It's a 6-yard gain. Darius Flowers doing the tackle. Handoff on the draw play. And that goes to Dante Harrington. Harrington got a couple. Again, good pursuit. As you see, Christian Coleman there getting up off the bottom. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Enough time to run off this play. Wrangle right over the center. Johnson looking to throw this way, going to throw long, has a man wide open. It Sweets at the 45. He dropped the ball. It's still loose. Who got it? Did Walker get it or did Sweets get it? Right in front of Rick Mathieson. Oh, and Sweets gets it away from Walker.
Wow. What a play.
Oh, my.
What a play.
I've never seen anything like it. And now Walker is hurt. I've never seen anything like that.
Wow. I think he dropped it, and once he dove on him to get the ball back. And he just said, oh my God, I got to go get it back.
But then it's just laying there, and he
snatched it from him.
He did. He got it right out of Walker's hands. But he landed on Walker's arm. Let's hope that Jalen's okay. So anyway, that goes all the way to the 42-yard line.
Jalen's up, walking around. He seems to be okay, but I think he's going to get looked at by the trainer. What a play here at Lawndale.
So that ends the third quarter of play after the 43-yard play. So it was a 43-yard catch and a fumble recover.
Wow. And Corday Sweets, he had that touchdown in the bag, Lou.
Oh, yeah.
And he just dropped the mustard.
You got that replay still, Tom? Maybe not. There we go. Let's watch this. Now, see, there's Sweets. Runs right by Brandon Ephraim. And there he is. He had nothing but pay dirt. And then he's carrying it like a loaf of bread, and there goes the sandwich right on the ground. Right at the 35-yard line. And then Jalen got the wind knocked out of him, hopefully. Hopefully that's it. So the ball is at the 30, what's that, 37? At the 37-yard line, they're going to call it. So that was a 48-yard play. Cooper gets the carry. Hernandez. Also there was Torres.
You see Cooper on the run here. Wow, still can't believe Corday Sweets dropped that ball. Would have been a different game right now.
Would have been a tie game, that's for sure. So at least Lawndale dodges that bullet.
Lucky for them.
Johnson out of the shotgun. Let's see if he throws to the left. Yep. And a terrific hit by Coleman. Did he cause a fumble? Yes, it is. But what a hit by Coleman. And still on the ground is the receiver, Josh De La Rosa. Now let's see if they call a personal foul on that or not.
And it was recovered by Andrew Ramirez. Yeah, that's definitely
Ron Harris wanting the ball. Let's see what the call is, though.
And I don't know if you guys saw on that replay.
A sportsmanlike contact on the Cardinals. I don't know if that's for the celebration, probably.
I think that's what it was for.
Sportsmanlike conduct, yeah. So De La Rosa gets up after getting blistered by Kristen Coleman.
And De La Rosa actually looked like he landed, did a flip, kind of landed, all his weight went on his head. As we see right here on this replay, and you see right there, I think is where that injury probably occurred.
Yeah, he was folded up like a taco. So the ball goes all the way back to the 20-yard line. We'll have to do the math on this one in a minute. 11:09, so the
Let's go, 10.
ball is handed off, and Manigo is not going anywhere, and there's some woofing going on between him and Caden Burns. He's going to call that a no gainer.
Manigo tries to push forward as hard as he can. And the Santa Monica defensive line says no, sir.
So Murray and the Cardinals with 10:35 left in the fourth quarter. Low snap. Murray flushed out of the pocket, and he goes out of bounds, and another flag, and let's hope it's not another hold.
And it is.
Okay, so holding, that'll bring it back another 10 yards.
And that's on the Cardinals.
After the 15-yard unsportsmanlike.
And I think that might have been on Jesse Vieira. And you see right there.
Holding on Lawndale is declined as Sam Ohio take the down. Not a smart, not a bad idea.
Nah.
You just want to get the ball back.
Yeah, definitely. You got them on 3rd and 10 here. Puts a lot of pressure on them.
It's 3rd and 12.
3rd and 14.
I don't see that as 14. Looks more at the most 13 to me. Murray trying to get out, and now the Samo defense is kicking up their heels as they gang tackle Murray. And that goes back another yard. So now it's 4th and 14. So Chris Murray will have to get that weary body up after getting out from underneath the bottom of that and try to punt the ball away. So Cooper back at the Lawndale 48-yard line. So let's see if Murray can get off a boomer with 5:45 left in the fourth quarter.
Hey, you put Zach Cooper at the 50-yard line. I mean, I'm pretty sure he likes that idea.
High spiral by Cooper. And a good open field tackle by Kristen. Kristen Coleman doing a great job, and so did Chris Murray with a beautiful punt. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Samo High, still in terrific field position.
Definitely.
Back at the 40-yard line.
And definitely that kick had a lot of air, and it allowed Kristen Coleman to get there right away for that great play.
So 9:28.
We see Chris Murray getting stretched out.
From the 40-yard line. So from the 16-yard line. We'll call that a 40-yard punt. Man in motion is Suggs. Johnson back to pass, is going to flip it over, and a naked screen, and out of bounds is Cooper after a gain of, wow, they give him 3 yards. I thought he stepped out of bounds a little bit before that. But that's why I'm up here.
Yeah, it seems like the Cardinals have found a way to contain Cooper and keep him in that backfield.
It's team speed right now. Kristen Coleman over there along with number 17, Andrew Ramirez, doing a terrific job on this side of the ball. Johnson. Downfield, down the right side, it's intercepted. Intercepted by Ephraim. Brandon Ephraim saw the pass was short. And we have a flag on the play.
Oh, we got a flag down.
Now let's see what the penalty is. Holding, decline. First down, Cardinals. Okay, let's watch this. Johnson pump fakes, heaves it. And it was underthrown.
Yeah, definitely underthrown.
To your guy Sweets.
Yeah, and you see that. That's a freshman mistake there. He'll bounce back from that play. But that play, you have to follow the receiver on that one.
Yes, there is. Everybody's watching the TV, Tom. And getting the ball is Austin Manigo. 9 minutes and counting. So it'll be second down and 9 as Murray hands the ball off.
That's Aaron Kiefer.
See his first carry, he gets 2. And a job well done by the youngster.
Sophomore getting a little run tonight.
So it's 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down play for the offense. If Murray can get the first down here, that'll keep the defense off the field. Over the middle, got him. Perkinson is open. Look, oh, he was 1 man away from the end zone.
That's a great catch. An even better throw by Chris Murray to slip it right in there too. Brian Perkinson. And you see the replay right here. Let's take a look at it. Chris drops back, doesn't even think about it, just throws it right to him. And their chemistry today has been incredible. Santa Monica is very lucky Perkinson did not get away there.
He was 1 man away. Austin Manigo breaking through into the secondary. Charlie Weitzel and Zach Cooper on the tackle. But a 5-yard gain for Austin.
Austin Manigo using that big frame to get those 5 yards.
Split to the near side is Eric Willis. But Kristen Coleman gets twisted like some saltwater taffy. And off the bottom of the pile is DeAndre Parks, doing a good job for the Viking defense. Coleman, no gain. No yards and 2 carries. Also there, big old number 6, Terrence Jackson, who's also being recruited by Big West teams, Mountain West teams. 6:45, clock rolling, 4th quarter. Austin Manigo. He hits that hole so fast, Sebastian, that he's already got 2 yards.
He does. He has tunnel vision once he gets that ball. All he sees is the end zone.
Gets into the secondary again, and we have a wounded Cardinal. Can't see his number from this angle. And we're being told it's Austin Manigo on the ground. Let's see if we can, if we still have that replay, fellas, after the 4-yard gain. And he just gets twisted down, and he could have been Jesse Vieira, who fell on him, his own man, one of his own blockers. And he is definitely in pain.
Let's see, we're going to get this replay
What
from
a
another
huge
angle here.
loss.
Oh,
That was.
okay. And it looks like his knee got caught.
Yeah, I see
between
that.
two players there.
A defender for Samo High. So they bring him up. Well, 18 carries for Austin Manigo. And at least he's getting up off of his own power.
And it looks like it might be his shoulder.
Can we look at the replays one more time, guys? Hey, thanks. Yeah, if it's, he just fell down, so. Well, he got thrown to the ground on the right side, so.
He probably, yeah, it looks like he just fell really hard on that shoulder.
And let's hope it's in the socket.
Yeah, hopefully that's just a minor injury for us, for Austin. He's a very critical piece to this team.
Oh, he's been Mr. Everything tonight, the whole ground game. Now Murray trying to get the first down at 4th and 1. And the spot's going to be very important here. Nope, they turn it over on downs with 6:18 left to go. So the big man in the running game, Austin Manigo, is down.
And Santa Monica, you know, they're going to get a crack at it one more time, but they have had chance after chance after chance. Let's see if they can finally do it this time.
So they turn it over on downs. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Samo High. At their own 16, we'll call it. Johnson back to pass. They're going to have to go to the passing game now. And far downfield is Sweets. He's got it. He was behind everybody. He's hanging on this time. And touchdown, Santa Monica. So an 85-yard touchdown play.
And you see Corday Sweets. He's not dropping this one, like you said, Lou, all the way to the house. And I think we got ourselves a football game here.
That's a tie. It could be a tie game. Now we'll see now. They're going to try the 2-point conversion to take the lead.
This is a gutsy play here by Santa Monica.
And whistles blow. Timeout called by Samo High.
And what a clutch play by Isaiah Johnson, the freshman quarterback, to make that throw after he has made some throws tonight that weren't good, a couple that were. His confidence is still up, and I think that's amazing for him to be a freshman and to still come out there with the poise and throw that pass after being down.
It sure was, but then that's the second time that Sweets has gotten behind
we see the
Cardinal
here.
defense. I mean, he's just all alone back there.
That's just a great throw.
How does the guy get that open?
And that is what Coach Mathieson is trying to figure out right now.
So it's 14-13, 6:03 left to go. So a 15-second, one play, 84-yard drive.
And you see that momentum has just totally shifted, even with the crowd. If you look over at Santa Monica's crowd, everyone's up over there now.
So now they're going to try to tack on the extra point. This is DeBarge. Kick is blocked. Was that Coleman with the block?
That is
Or
Coleman.
was it Flowers?
Flowers. It was Flowers.
So it's 14-13. Darius Flowers went off of his wallet. That's using your noggin. So a huge break again for Lawndale.
And a way to hold it together if you are Lawndale's defense right there. Special teams.
So Storm DeBarge has his PAT blocked, and kicking the ball off will be Marco Gonzalez-Drake. I don't want to blame Storm DeBarge. That was just Darius Flowers being on fire.
Yeah, he's had a great game tonight.
Here comes Gonzalez-Drake's kick. He pooches it up, and a fair catch is called for by the Cardinals and Eric Willis, as they were anticipating that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Let's go to Karen.
Lou, Austin Manigo is pacing this Cardinals sideline, half in pain, half in frustration. He wants to go back in the game. Coming off the field when he did injure his shoulder, he did tell the trainers that he felt something pop, but he doesn't want anyone to look at it. He doesn't want anyone to touch it. He's trying to convince them that he's okay to go back in this game, but for now, he's going to stay on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Karen. Here's a tough one.
Yeah,
We've seen a few of those roll through here in the red uniforms over the years, and we'll just have to see. There's just nobody been able to match what Austin has done tonight.
Yeah, as Brian Perkison goes for the short run there, you can see here on the replay, but we can see Austin Manigo here on the sideline. He does not have his pads on.
Now, there's no way you can put him back in.
No
Just
way.
have to hope they can hang on for another 5:35.
Yeah.
Low snap. Murray. Is he going to hang on to it? Yes, he is. He's going to eat the ball and try to get to the sideline. Let's hope he stayed in bounds so the clock is still running. He did. He stayed in bounds. 5:15, 14, 13. So good coverage by the Samo High defense, because there's nobody open. And there to wrap him up was Jackson and Dorsey. Under 4 minutes, or check that, under 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Big third down play.
And a flag already out there.
Well, saw either Rothman or Willis take off first from their receiver. Take off a little early. False start.
Wow. And that's going to be on Lawndale.
And that is DeJuan Ballard. Murray back to pass, wants to go long over the middle, has Perkinson. Is there a flag going to go?
No flag.
No.
No flag, but he was holding his jersey the whole way.
Back judge Greg Lawson. Now Rick Mathieson is going after Ron Harris. With 4:28 left to go, and it's fourth.
And that, he was clearly holding him the whole way.
The hold would have been a few yards back behind that.
Yeah.
And now did Mathieson just get called for an unsportsmanlike?
Yeah, he held his jersey for about 20 yards until the end.
So a huge penalty against Lawndale.
And you got a lot of angry Lawndale fans here looking for that call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's going to bring it way back. Wow. The ball is going to be placed at the 8-yard line.
It looks like about the 8-yard line.
And they have to get to the 46-yard line. So 4th down and 38 yards to go.
And that is a lot of ground to cover.
Now, let's see if Murray can even make it to the first down marker with his leg. Cooper is at the Lawndale 45-yard line, just champing at the bit. A decent kick again by Murray, actually a little short, but it gets a Lawndale bounce. And Jalen Walker downs it at the 46-yard line with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. A very short field for this suddenly hot Viking team.
It is a short field, but you know what? The Lawndale defense has been playing really good up until those last couple plays where they let Santa Monica's Corday Sweets get loose for that touchdown. But now you leave it up to your defense. Let's see what they can do.
You can't let Sweets get behind you.
I think that's the #1 priority. And you can't forget about Cooper.
Under center is Johnson. He hands the ball off to Cooper. Cooper gets hit by Flowers. And gets to the 40-yard line. So a 6-yard gain for Flowers. That's his 17th carry of the game.
And you see Cooper there on that replay running into that Cardinal defense who's been playing so hard all game.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4. Johnson under center again. Hands the ball off to Cooper again. Cooper is loose in the secondary. And should be good enough for a first down. It is.
You see Cooper. A good run there. And with 3:40 left in the game, Santa Monica finds themselves in a position where they have to score.
With 3:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. Handoff again to Cooper, gets hit and escapes, and Cooper is on the run, and maybe a touchdown saving tackle by Brandon Ephraim. Torres got him first, but still a big first down run for Zach Cooper and Samo High. So the nose of the ball at the 20-yard line, so a 14-yard run for Cooper. It's Cooper all the way. Cooper head on into Jalen Walker.
And Jalen Walker, he's been playing well all game. That's a great tackle.
And that's a no gainer. And let's see, are they going to call an unsportsmanlike on Jalen for celebrating? Nope, no flag, but a 4-yard gain for Cooper. So it's 2nd down and 6 from the 16. 2 wide receivers on either side for Johnson. Cooper's out of the game, and Johnson keeps it. Johnson gets hit by Walker, but still gets down to about the 10-yard line.
You know what? That's a good play right there by Johnson. You don't have anything, keep the ball.
A hold on Santa Monica. So let's see where the spot of the foul was. So the 10-yard run is nullified, or the 6-yard run is nullified.
And now they find themselves at
back to the 24.
Back to the 24.
So it'll be 2nd down and 14. Big play for the Cardinal defense, but for both teams. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th. Wide receiver screen and trying to get to the 20-yard line, then that might be good enough for a 1st down. Catching the ball is Josh De La Rosa. B.J. Perkinson tried to make the tackle, but De La Rosa got it close to the 1st down mark. Well, let's see, where do they mark it?
Down at the 1st down is at the 10-yard line.
So it's at the 6.
Yeah, that's going to be 3rd and 6 now.
So it's a no gain.
Oh, false start, and that's on Lawndale.
As Juan Castillo ended up on his wallet.
Yeah, right there, you see, he just jumps over onto the other guy.
That's Rangel. So now it'll be, well, +5, it'll be 3rd and 1.
You know, and those are the type of plays that come back to haunt you at the end of the game. And now they find themselves at 3rd and 1.
Cooper should have the 1st down. Got past the 20-yard line. Or got past the 10-yard line, I should say. So it looks like he got down to the 6.
And you see here on that replay, Cooper running hard, and he definitely got the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, or 1st and goal, I should say, from the 6. Johnson wants to pass, has a man in the end zone. Ball is knocked away by Ephraim, but that might be pass interference. I saw Ephraim push off. I don't know if the receiver pushed off as well.
It might have been holding them down. Corday Sweets was in the air, but let's take a look at the replay.
Pass interference on Samo High.
Pass interference on Santa Monica. And you look at the replay here.
See, there's Ephraim and Sweets.
Now you see it. He pulled him down. He pulled Ephraim down and tried to catch that ball.
Now Sweets is 6'1". Ephraim isn't listed, but I bet she's about 5'9"ish.
Just jump over the guy.
So that's going to bring it all the way back. As Cooper gets the ball, the little bowling ball goes from about the 23-yard line down inside the 20 to about the 18.
You know, with the clock winding down, you gotta think here. The clock winding down, a minute left.
A lot of time. 2nd and goal from the 18-yard line.
And let's see what they do.
Man in motion. Give it to Cooper. Rangel with the big tackle. Samo High still has one timeout, and they just used it.
They used that timeout right now as well. That's a good timeout. Stop the clock.
What a huge tackle by number 60, Skylar Rangel. Boom.
That's just such a head-up play by Skylar Rangel right there, coming up big for your defense in the fourth quarter.
With a slim 1-point lead and 37 and a half ticks left on the clock.
And Santa Monica, they came, it's looking like they came on a little bit too late. I mean, it's still time. It's definitely still a lot of time. Still a lot of time. But Lawndale.
It's a Johnson and Sweets pass play away.
But Lawndale is playing great defense tonight.
Or are they going to trust Storm DeBarge to try to make a field goal? Right now it would be about a 35-yard field goal. But it's third down. Clock not rolling yet. Now it is. Johnson has a lot of time, throws it into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
And Corday Sweets burns the Cardinals. And we talked about this earlier, Lou. How does that guy get open every time?
Let's watch the replay.
And you can definitely see right here, there was a breakdown in the secondary, and it allows Johnson to scramble a little bit. And he's right there by himself. He walked into that catch.
Yeah. I thought all the timeouts were taken, but I guess not.
No, they have one more.
At any rate, 19-14 now.
And, Isaiah Johnson, to be a freshman and make that throw is pretty big time. What a tough break.
.7 seconds left. Well, you got to hand it to the secondary of the Cardinals, even though they gave up the touchdown. But Johnson had to roll out.
He did.
To try to find somebody open. And Sweets did his job in getting open.
And Mathieson is not a happy man.
So Samo High going for the 2-point conversion to try to make it 21-14. Johnson on the wide receiver screen, and no good. Kristen Coleman defending De La Rosa. So with 30.7 seconds left to go, the Cardinals will get the ball back, trailing by 5 points, which means if they can get a touchdown, they'll win.
Yeah, and it's a lot of guys on this offense that are definitely capable of doing that.
But Austin Manigo going down with some sort of an upper torso injury is huge for the Cardinals because they were rolling along.
Yeah, he's on the sideline right now with his arms crossed looking up into the sky. I know he's wishing he could be in there right now with his teammates.
And here comes the kick from Gonzalez Drake. It's high but short, taken by Coleman. Coleman getting a couple of blocks. Coleman gets up to about the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 23.4 seconds left and 2 timeouts, at least by my count, left for Lawndale.
Yeah, and that was a pretty decent return for Coleman. You see Coleman gets it right here. And if he would have stayed on the outside, he probably could have got a few more yards.
But a good tackle by Genki Yoshida, or Yoshida.
Say that name fast 5 times.
Murray back to pass, looking, nobody open. Now he has, no! Almost intercepting the ball was Corday Sweets.
Corday Sweets almost had the interception there.
Now B.J. Perkinson is dinged up.
And that would have been 2 big plays from that man. And you see here, Chris rolling out. And that play was almost a disaster for Lawndale.
Well, it is if B.J. Perkinson was injured. He hops off the field, favoring his left foot. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 34 with 16.7 seconds left. Lawndale trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Murray looking, throws it. Rothman has it. Rothman needs to get to the 44-yard line for a first down. Now there's about 7 seconds left to go. And let's see where they mark the ball. It might be short. It is short.
Wow, what a turn of events for this game, Lou.
Yeah, it's just been a heavyweight battle, a defensive battle after the first quarter. So a timeout taken by Lawndale. Their second timeout. So they have their play from head coach Rick Mathieson. In his 3rd year, 13 and 15 in that time. So you can see Malik Atchison, the safety, strong safety, way back in his own territory, about the 38-yard line.
It's about 7 seconds on the clock.
Murray looking to his right. Look out, here comes the rush. Murray gets flushed out, trying to go out of bounds, and he does. So it's a big 4th down now with 1.7 seconds left. Time to get out your rosaries and say a few Hail Marys.
I definitely think that is what we're going to see in this last play here.
So it's 4th down and a yard. But they don't need a first down. They need a touchdown. Murray back to pass. The game is over. The ball gets heaved downfield. And it's caught.
Oh,
caught by
wow.
Rothman. But he was caught from behind also, and the ball game is over.
Wow.
What a huge play for Lawndale as they almost had it. Down to the 10-yard line. "66 yards on the play, but let's see here. Nope. It's over, says Dave Battenott.
What a come from behind victory by Santa Monica.
But that's right, but the Cardinals still had the fight. There you see Murray throwing it on the run. Ball is tipped. There's Rothman. And he was caught by De La Rosa down at the 9-yard line.
It looks
we'll
like
call that a 66-yard play.
It looks like they're going to play.
0.9 seconds on the clock. Wait a minute now. Hold everything. So it's down at the 4-yard line.
I think it was a penalty, but we are not.
So roughing the passer call. How about that?
Wow.
So it ain't over yet. Wow, Rufus. So add on another 10 yards.
And they're going to get another shot.
So one more play. First and goal from the 4. Chris Murray has B.J. Perkinson at running back. He ain't too bad either. Murray looks back, throws to the end zone. Is it caught? Yes, it is! Touchdown, Lawndale! Jalen Walker caught it over the middle. Cardinals win. How did they do that?
Jalen Walker, the man on defense all night, shows up on the offensive end.
And the ball game is over. One last play on the roughing the passer. The penalties come back to bite Santa Monica High School again. And the Cardinals pull that rabbit out of their hat. Unbelievable.
Never count the Cardinals out.
They went beyond the clock with a little help from Samo High. Unbelievable.
And look at a replay right there by Chris Murray. Even better catch by Jalen Walker.
Right through the hands of DeAndre Parks and Malik Atchison. And unbelievably, Jalen Walker. I tell you what, there's our player of the game right there.
And that was an amazing catch. Amazing catch by Jalen Walker. I mean, you can't say enough about that guy. He had a great game last week offensively, comes back today, plays big defensively, and makes that catch at the end of the game.
A 4-yard touchdown play, and that caps off a 5-play drive that went 66 yards in 23 seconds. And Jalen Walker, who had been doing it all night on defense, gets the game-winning touchdown, and he is the BMOC, 20-19. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And how ironically, I was talking to Mike Day, the offensive coach for this Lawndale team, about Jalen Walker before the game, and he said he's faster than everybody. As long as he knows his routes, he does everything he needs to, he's faster than everybody out there. And who comes up big at the end of the game? Jalen Walker.
So Lawndale improves to 4-3 overall, 2-0 in Ocean League play. So they're at least tied for the lead. And Samo High drops to 3-4 and 1-1 in an unbelievable game. This is quite possibly the best game in the 10 years that I've been doing games for CityTV.
Yeah, this game was a great game. Jalen Walker giving out so many handshakes right now. He's going to be the man for a couple weeks. He's not going to be able to walk down the hallway.
Oh, I tell you, he earned it, that's for sure.
Yeah, there you go, Jalen.
And they better thank the Lord of their choice, that's for sure.
Yeah, all the girls that said no are now they're wishing they would have said yes to Jalen Walker, who's definitely the player of the game.
Oh, come on now. He's a football player. They don't say no, do they? But what a game.
They do not say no after you make the game-winning catch.
So Lawndale scores their only touchdown of the second half with no time left. 20-19. And the crowd is still here down in the east end zone. Wonder if our intrepid reporters have anybody yet. There's Jalen Walker running around free. Sebastian, why don't you go down there and get him?
Jalen is the big man on campus right now.
So a 4-yard pass, actually it was a 66-yard pass that set it up to Rothman. Ryan Rothman's 66-yard pass or catch is going to be all forgotten because of that 4-yard catch by Jalen Walker.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play to end the game. They wouldn't have got that opportunity without Rothman's catch, of course.
Oh, no.
But Jalen sealed the deal for the Cardinals. And we're going to go to the replay again.
Now, this is the 66-yard pass. Let's see if we can see the roughing the pass. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I saw it coming. Chris Murray took one for the team. It was tipped. It was tipped by Atchison and picked up. And then let's watch Murray here over the middle. That worked for them all night. Atchison again got victimized twice in a row.
And that was just
Kristen Coleman celebrating there.
That was just an incredible catch.
And they're celebrating, as they well should. Cell phones are out. What's that skateboard doing up there? Well, Samo High battled and battled and battled. Their vaunted defensive front of Jackson, Dorsey, and Burns were as good as advertised. Zach Cooper is definitely one of the best running backs on the west side or in the South Bay, that's for sure. And they have nothing to be ashamed about.
They don't. And the Santa Monica Vikings have to walk right by the Cardinals as they celebrate. It's a tough loss, but they have no reason to be upset. It happens. Great plays happen in this game.
So would you consider this an upset?
I would not.
Two teams were even coming in.
I wouldn't consider it an upset. Both of these teams, I think, were pretty equal. Lawndale got the best of them most of the night, and they ended up with the victory. It was meant for them to probably win this game.
As far as wins for the campuses, this has got to be one of the biggest wins in the new era of Lawndale High School football.
I think it is the biggest win.
So it's unbelievable. Now let's go down to the field.
Thank you, guys. Coach, wow, what an incredible finish to a game that we thought was going to be close, and we couldn't even predicted it, but I'm pretty sure you'll take the win.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and we caught that lucky break at the end, and we were able to take advantage of it.
How do you feel your team was prepared going into this matchup tonight? You had only won 2 league wins before this one. Now you have won 2-0 in the 2014 season. How do you think your team performed here tonight?
The defense set the tone for the night. I mean, they got a little tired there towards the end, a couple mental mistakes, and gave up some big plays. But, I mean, they really set the tone for us. They put up a big fight against a bigger, stronger opponent, but they never backed down. And offense struggled a little bit tonight. We're having trouble with holding penalties, having trouble with, getting the ball out of the backfield and into the receiver's hands. But like I said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And what did you tell your team? It was so close at halftime. What did you tell them to keep them focused into this ball game and obviously have a great finish like that?
Just keep the energy up. I mean, we didn't have to make any adjustments. Any issues we had in that first half were self-inflicted. Holding penalties, not some of our best decision-making on offense. So really, I just told them just clean it up, and this ball game's yours. And we came out and we got a little one-dimensional on offense, and we couldn't make those adjustments. But luckily, our defense did what it needed to do tonight.
Another tough matchup for you next week, El Segundo. How do you continue to play great in league and go 3-0 next week?
It gets tougher every week for us. So El Segundo's been on a tear right now. So hopefully we can ride this momentum and keep playing some good football.
Coach, thank you very much. Great win tonight. Enjoy. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
All right, Egidio. Good job. I think Egidio's more excited than Rick Mathieson.
I think he is.
He just saw the game of his life there, along with Karen Bright. There's Egidio DeLeu.
He is still smiling.
That's right.
Is it Christmas already, Egidio?
Oh, hey, what a good treat for Halloween. There's no Trick there. Trick got on Santa Monica High. And let's see if we can't get some of those players.
It looks like they're going to
before
talk
they
to
escape.
Walker and Chris Murray.
Let's go down.
All right, guys, you couldn't have planned this ending any more dramatic. You guys had, I think, 1.7 seconds left on the board, about 50 yards to go. What was it like going into that play?
I think it was just, we knew what we were capable of doing. we just had to go out and do it, and I think we got lucky, I would say. Thank the man above, I would say.
And this is a game you guys easily could have been intimidated by Santa Monica, but you guys, no matter what happened on the field, you kept fighting back. How did you do it?
Yeah, we just really wanted it. We wanted this win. Coming into Santa Monica, we were like intimidated by their size, their strength. We fought harder. We just played our hearts out.
And Jalen, you caught that insane winning touchdown. What did that feel like?
It felt so good. I knew I could catch it. He couldn't guard me, so I already knew that was going to be a catch. I'm glad that Murray threw it. He had faith in me in catching it, so I was just grateful when I caught it.
Well, congratulations, guys. It was an amazing game. Thanks for the entertainment, and I'll throw it back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. And why don't we take a little break and get some numbers and also tell you who our player of the game and tip of the hat player are right after this on City TV.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship UConn Huskies basketball team, and you're losing your Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper, good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Back here at the Cardinal Nest, the Lawndale Cardinals pull out rabbit out of their hats, and 20-19 the final score in Ocean League action over Santa Monica High Vikings, and the Vikings thought they were going to take one back up to the west side off of Pico and put this one in the bank, but nope, the Cardinals figured out a way to do it, and only special teams know how to do that. So we'll see. It was definitely a playoff game tonight, Sebastian.
Definitely. The energy was unbelievable in here after that third quarter. You saw both teams started to really get into it. And once Corday Sweet made that catch in the end zone to put Santa Monica up, it just totally changed in here from both sides. You saw the Lawndale fans getting into it, Santa Monica fans as well. It just totally changed the outlook of the game.
And there were 23, once the Cardinals got the ball back, there was 23.4 seconds left to go. And I don't know, I just had a feeling that something was going to happen and the Cardinals were going to take this thing, and they did. And it was just an unbelievable effort by an unbelievable group of guys.
Yeah, and they had the momentum the whole game. You know, their defense was playing well. Chris Murray started it off with a great touchdown of his own. I mean, they were playing great the whole night, and then got kind of dry with the penalties and the flags, and they pulled the game out.
Sure did. Got to hand it to the offensive line and the defensive line. Darius Flowers was flying all over the place. So is Danny Hernandez and Terrell Williams. They were all over the place, and you really can't do a post-game awards without acknowledging those guys.
Yeah.
But there were two guys, well actually three guys, that really came up to the top, and this one was probably our toughest player of the game, tip of the hat award of the season, or ever really. But Austin Manigo went out with an upper torso injury. We'll hope that he's back next week against Beverly Hills High School, and he ended up with 101 yards on 18 carries and a touchdown, and so he really bulldozed through those big three. Also the offensive line pushed those guys out of the way enough for him to hit the hole. He hits that hole so fast. I haven't seen a better running back so far this year.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody to look out for in this Ocean League. One of the best running backs. You know, he is the vital point for this team, I think. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to have the success they had tonight without Austin Manigo.
But there were two guys that really came to the top and came to play and were the leaders of this team. One on offense and defense, one that ran the offense. And so our player of the game tonight is Chris Murray, the quarterback, the junior, and he was 13 out of 15 for 108 yards and a touchdown passing, and 80 yards and 19 carries and a touchdown rushing. So congratulations to Chris Murray for the Player of the Game award. And for the tip of the hat, we don't have a hat, but Rufus, I know you're here in spirit.
Tip your headset.
That's it. There we go. And that had to be Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker was all over the field making tackles and defending wide receivers and doing a terrific job. And Jalen had 4 catches and I want to say it was about 80 yards and catches. Well, check that. We're going to about 68 yards in receptions, but he had the big touchdown. He is our player of the game.
Yeah, and you have to love Jalen Walker's interview with Karen after the game. He said, "Hey, I knew I was going to catch it. I knew he couldn't guard me." And you got to love that swag about guys who play football, and you got to know that you're going to catch that ball every time it goes up.
But also you got to tip your cap to Rothman, number 4.
That's right.
Ryan Rothman. He's the one who grabbed that 66-yard pass. And like I said, that's going to be forgotten on the hallways of school on Monday because of the big 4-yard touchdown catch, which, by the way, it seemed like Chris Murray and the receivers had that opening all game long over the middle.
Yeah, and Rothman, if you're watching this, man, or if you eventually see this, do not let them forget that you are the one who set that up, man. As soon as you walk down the halls, you say, you know what? If it wasn't for me, Jalen wouldn't have had that opportunity.
Also, B.J. Perkinson did a terrific job tonight as well receiving the ball. So that's going to do it here from Lawndale High School. And I want to thank you, Sebastian Spencer, for filling in for Rufus Washington, who's on assignment somewhere.
Anytime.
And Karen Bright, Gideon DeLeu, and the terrific award-winning City TV crew. This is Lou Stowers for them and for you, telling you that the final score again from the nest. Don't pinch me, Mom. I don't want to wake up from this one. The Cardinals pull it out, 20-19 over Samo High. Until next time, so long.